This is Lewis Hart for the Ring magazine. Delighted to be joined with the British cruiserweight champion Viddal Riley here on a nice Tuesday morning. Oh no, sorry, Monday. Monday morning.
You're living in
Yeah,
advance, bro.
I know I'm not with it today. Yeah, as I say, British cruiserweight champion, and it's been a couple of weeks. But Viddal, how's life? How is it?
Yeah, it's good, man. It feels good to be a winner, innit? Like, can't lie. British champion sounds good. To me, I just, yeah, I'm just continuing doing what I normally do. But whenever I go and do an interview or I go to an event or someone introduces me to someone and they're like, yeah, it's British champion, I'm like, yeah, for real, I am. You know what I mean? So yeah, it feels good. It feels good.
I know we were speaking about it a little bit just before there, but no post-fight depression, not even after such a high like that.
Nah, man. There's no time for all that post-fight depression stuff. That's when you got nothing else to do. Because I'm always doing recording a podcast here, I'm going to an event here, trying to have a meeting here. There's no time to be depressed. I'm trying to move house. There's no time to get depressed, man. You just have to stay on the ground and continue life, man. See family, see friends. Everyone wants to get a little picture with the belt, show that they're proud of me, and just yeah, man. There's no time to be depressed, bro.
For yourself, Vidal, being the British champion, anyone will speak, anyone that speaks to you, I've spoke to you for quite a few years. It was the goal, and the goal is always to push on after that now. But that's one ticked off. How does it feel to, I guess, achieve something that you've had it in your eye for a couple of years now? So to have that belt and something you've been pushing on must be. How does that feel? I guess must be a good feeling.
Nah, man, it's a very good feeling. I feel like I didn't have to change up who I am or become someone else to achieve it. Of course, I had to put the work in. I had to do all the stuff that achieving anything in life requires. But I'm just happy that I'm a British champion who people can relate to. People know, people are happy to see me in the position that I'm in. Obviously, there will be people that isn't, but shout out to them as well. But it just feels right. It just feels good. It feels good just to be the personality that I am, have the career and the journey and all these stories and narratives attached to me, but be able to sit here and say, well, I'm the British champion, so talk to me nice.
And I guess now that it's obviously the week's been and gone, how do you reflect on the whole fight week in itself?
The whole fight week overall,
The whole week, obviously from the starting from the Tuesday till the Saturday.
um,
Like, how did you reflect
I
to the whole build up of it?
very well coordinated, very well coordinated. We knew what we was doing. We knew where we had to be. Um, that was actually made quite stress free. I can't lie, there was no complications about transport, about anything like that. It was just smooth, it flowed through, hotel's nice. I'm used to seeing my opponent in the hotel. So like if you're in the lift, I'm getting in the lift, bro.
Yeah,
Like I'm going
yeah.
downstairs because we all need to go to the same lobby. So I don't really have that fight week friction type vibe. I'm just focused on making weight, chewing gum so no one can say my breast stinks and then fighting, man. So yeah, overall it was a great experience. It was yeah, man, it was good. It was good. I was just locked in. I just knew the job that had to be done. And I don't think anything could have thrown me off that mental space I was in.
Yeah, that was the thing because I was going to say because it's being a part of what was a massive fight week in itself. There is always the differences. There's a lot more eyes on it. So for yourself, when you get a taste of that, albeit you're not, you'd want to be main event, albeit not being that, getting that taste must I guess did it give you hunger in a sense in a way that's saying that one day look I'll be in these big fights with these massive sort of audiences that come with it.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the thing that felt the best is that I'm like, I'm here. I'm at a stage that I believe matches my quality, matches my standard, matches who I am. And that's why I feel like my nerves, I didn't have any nerves the whole week on the day of the fight, changing room, nothing. Because I was just like, this is why I'm here. I've chosen this side of the sport to be on these events, not to be the sixth rounder on the card, but to actually be a part of a big card and people are heading from their house in their car to come and watch you fight. And I did get a sense of that feeling on April the 26th. And long may it continue and let it grow because I'm only going to get better under the pressure, under the challenge, because that's where I want to be.
Was there ever any point at Tottenham Stadium at the Spurs Stadium where it did sink in? I remember seeing you just when you were sort of looking around just before the fight. Was there ever any point like where it was all empty and you looked at the ring in the middle where it all sunk in, being like, look, I'm actually going to be fighting there, which is obviously a big dream for yourself, being a Spurs fan, being from the area.
No,
Uh, yeah,
at that particular time,
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking, oh yeah, I'm in Spurs. I was thinking, oh look, I'm on the screen. Like my
yeah,
brain was just solely focused on, okay, I can look up at the screen and see myself. I can hear North London forever.
mm,
And I'm thinking, yo, this is he's doing it. He's playing his
yeah,
role. That's what I
yeah,
remember thinking. He's playing his role. He's playing his role. I like this. I like this. Because then when you lose, it's just going to be embarrassing. But I like the fact that you're committing to the role. So I remember when I was in the ring, and then I saw him walk into the ring and I saw the belt.
mm,
And when I saw the belt, I was like, yeah, I'm taking that today. I'm
mm.
taking that. Enjoy this ring walk because I'm taking that today.
Yeah, I think there was quite a few Tottenham fans who were very happy when they did hear the North London Forever, and obviously yourself winning. It did go a little bit like done the rounds on Twitter. Yeah, so you
It
must be
did.
nice
It
to
did.
sort of, that must be a little edge as well that it must have given you.
Yeah, no, you know, I didn't at the time. I wasn't even focused on. I didn't even look at it as a violation. Like, I'll be honest, I didn't take it as a violation at the time. I just thought, nice, nice. This is good. This is good. I like that he's playing the role. I didn't want him to hide in the shadows of being an Arsenal fan. I wanted him to beam Guna, and he
Yeah.
did. So I was happy about it.
I wanted to touch on obviously post fight your dad. Yourself and your dad were in an interview. I think it was with Sky, and there was sort of a bit of a reflection on the journey that I guess you've been on and the goal of obviously being a British champion. Um, I guess more on a relationship with yourself and your dad have as a trainer. How special is that? That I guess he's been with you for your whole career, and to now share that moment, that must have been extra special.
Well, it definitely was. Sometimes he's spoken about me becoming British champion more than world champion based on his connection to that belt and the fights that he associates with that belt, the heritage behind that belt. You know, that belt is older than any of the major world titles that exist today. This belt has been around since the start of the 1900s. Do you know what I mean? So it's a
Mm.
very historic belt, a lot of history in there. And he used to talk about me being British champion one day. And I said to him, I want to be British champion one day. And I said that at 6.
Mhm.
So it's clearly a long journey to get there. So to have the Lonsdale belt in my hand and know it's mine, and no matter what's happened on the journey, we've ended up here where, as I say, destiny put us. It was a good moment. Good moment.
Do you feel like from that Chev Clarke performance, you've earned respect of a lot of people?
Yeah, I earned more respect than I thought I was gonna get, which means everyone thought I was gonna lose. Don't you think that's crazy? I thought I'd get some
Yeah,
respect, but the amount of
yeah,
respect I'm getting, I'm like, right, you lot thought I was gonna get smoked.
yeah. I think maybe it might be more. Yeah, because I think maybe it might be more of a case of people probably thought it was the fight would be maybe not you losing, but they thought it'd be a lot closer than it was in a
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with you. I agree with you. I
Mhm.
agree with you. Not everyone did think I was gonna lose per se, but I was supposed to scrape it. But as I said to Ade Oladipo on the Monday of the fight week, because we were both in the gym, he's like, "How you feeling?" I was like, "Man, like it's not gonna look as hard as you think." And then he was like, "Nah, like, it's Chev," and I'm like, "No, it is Chev. It is." But I'm just telling you, when you watch it, you're gonna be maybe a bit underwhelmed. And
Okay.
then he was like, "All right, cool." And then that's what happened. Because it's not something. I'm not a genie. It's just boxing, in it. It's a game. So you know if you got something that someone can't stop, or if they try and stop it, you can change to this, you can change to that. Then you should be able to get the job done nice.
I know you spoke there about sort of the North London Forever and not getting thrown off by any sort of like mind games, but I know you've done a video after the fight with yourself and Leon talking about him obviously having Virgil Hunter and that. So it shows
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
those sort of tricks that got to play. Look, no matter what they've thrown at you, it's always sort of always trying to stay focused. I guess.
Yeah, we done the grand arrivals on Tuesday of the fight week, and then Virgil done the grand arrival later on in the week. But it
Yeah,
don't matter, bro. The same way my
yeah,
one didn't matter, his one didn't matter. It's just something to do, innit? Like
hmm
I just I respect Virgil as well because I'm a boxing guy. I know the game. You can't not respect Virgil Hunter, but he can't help you. Like
yeah,
I'm just And then at no point when I found out that he had Virgil, that I thought, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I just thought, well, this is an opportunity for me and my dad as a team to say, you know, a Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer trainer, we got the tools to shut his advice down. And that's what we've done.
Just pushing on now, and looking at what's next. Ideally, sort of, what route do you feel like would be next for you? I know, and I know you spoke about it before the fight. Obviously, Isaac Chamberlain put something on his Instagram about it was like a face-off between you and Chev, and he put two bums fighting for my belt, and he put another video out of the previous face-off between yourself and him, saying it's still one of the biggest fights to make. Do you think that's still a route you'd like to go down with the Isaac Chamberlain fight, or has that ship sailed?
It sound like, yeah, he's obviously trying to create something. He has nothing at this time, which is just sad because he had a lot. But that's just how the game goes, bro. That's how the game goes. Things change, innit? Few bad decisions and you can lose everything, man. That's how life goes. A fight with Isaac Chamberlain, I understand, would be a big fight for the people. It would be a good fight for me because I cannot discredit his ability. However, just don't need him. Just don't need him. Life can flourish and be great without him. So for me to fight Isaac, there needs to be something, an incentive there that doesn't match any of the other options that actually have something to offer and head forwards, not backwards. Mm-hmm. If I see that, then I'll say, you know what, Isaac, fair enough. It's been made worth my while. But in the meantime, he's saying there's two bums fighting for his belt. It's like being with a girl, leaving the girl, she gets a new man, and you say to the guy, oh, I want my girlfriend back. It's not your girlfriend anymore. It's his girl. It's his girl now because you left her and now I'm with her. So you can't just turn up and say, I want my girl back. This doesn't work like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's quite silly to say. But yeah, I'll happily fight Isaac if things are perfectly favored for me. And as for any other opportunities, of course, the European title is there. It's a natural progression. Jack Massey will be a good fight as well. There's a lot of good fights that edge me into that world level before fighting for that world title. So I'm excited for the next phase. A lot of challenging fights, a lot of good fighters, but that's what I'm here for, man. This is the fun bit for me.
Yeah, that's what I was just before I did let you go. Do you think, let's say this time next year, the talk of a world title, it will definitely be a realistic proposition for yourself?
Yeah, I think this time next year we should be on this, right on the cusp of that. You should be everyone. The narrative should be pushed. Okay, when's he gonna go? When's he gonna make that jump? Like, you think he's ready? You think he's ready? Why don't he fight him? You could fight him now. Like, that's what we want. That's the energy we want. So, but I don't like thinking like too far ahead.
Yeah,
things happen in the game. Just keep focusing on being better every day, and see where you are. But I don't want to set nothing in stone and all that. I don't do that stuff no more.
Good stuff. Viddal, appreciate you taking time to speak to me. Always good to catch up. And hope you're enjoying obviously the time now as a British champion and moving forward. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you.
Thank you. Remember, if you leave your girl and she gets a new man, you can't say you want your girl back. Just remember that.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.